are entering the village of Plainfield, Wisconsin. Plainfield is in Waushara County. Population as of 2020 census, 924. When first settled in 1848, the area was called Norwich. Elijah C. Waterman laid out the village in 1849, building mills and attracting new settlers by offering free lots. Waterman later became the village's first postmaster and changed the name to honor his hometown of Plainfield, Vermont. They do have a Dollar General in Plainfield. Let's drive around the streets here of Plainfield, the neighborhoods, and see how they look. They do have a Veterans Memorial Park back here, so we will check that out as well. What do you think of Plainfield so far, Chucky?
It's a quaint little town.
It is a quaint little town. Here is Veterans Memorial Park, and it's got a Be Kind sign. There's a little library book thingy there. We got a break in the weather today so far. It's been raining a lot, but luckily it's been clear since we got here. Let's talk about some demographics, shall we? So the 2020 census, 924, that is peak population. Racial makeup of the village, 90.5% white, 0.3% African American, 0.1% Native American, 0.5% Asian, 7.3% from other races, and 1.3% from 2 or more races. Hispanic or Latino, 18%. The median age in the village, 34.4 years. Gender makeup of the village is 49.0% male and 51.0% female. The median household income was $36,328. Males had a median income of $29,688 versus $19,750 for females. About 8% of families and 11.4% of the population are below the poverty line, including 10.2% of those under age 18 and 14% of those 65 and older. Parts of the Werner Herzog film Stroszek, Stroszek, were shot nearby. It's a 1977 West German tragic comedy directed by Werner Herzog and starring Bruno S., Eva Mattes, and Clemens Scheitz. Written especially for Bruno S., the film was shot in Plainfield and North Carolina. Most of the lead roles were played by inexperienced actors. That's interesting. Werner Herzog, huh? You never know what you're going to find in one of these small towns, and that's pretty interesting in my opinion. Notable people. Francis Hammerstrom, naturalist and author, born in December of 1907, passed away in 1998. She was known for her work with the greater prairie chicken in Wisconsin and for her research on birds of prey. She was a prolific writer, publishing over 100 professional papers and 10 books on the prairie chicken, harriers, eagles, and other wildlife topics. Some were translated into German. And the other notable person that we are going to talk about, I will be filming a separate episode on the events that occurred here. Edward Theodore Gein, otherwise known as Ed Gein. 1906 he was born, August of 1906, and he passed away in July of 1984. He was also known as the Butcher of Plainfield or the Plainfield Ghoul. He was an American murderer, suspected serial killer, and body snatcher. He gathered widespread notoriety in 1957 after authorities discovered that he had exhumed corpses from local graveyards and fashioned keepsakes from their bones and skin. He also confessed to killing 2 women, tavern owner Mary Hogan in 1954 and hardware store owner Bernice Warden in 1957. He passed away at the age of 77 at the Mendota Mental Health Institute in Madison, Wisconsin. He is buried here in Plainfield at the cemetery. And again, I will be doing a separate episode on the events that transpired here. So that's all we're going to talk about. He was actually suspected of killing 7 other people. I'm sure when people hear Plainfield, Wisconsin, that's the first thing they think of is what happened with Ed Gein. All right, we're going to drive around and see what else we can find here. So that's the Lions area at the park here, the Veterans Park. So that was Veterans Memorial Park here in the beautiful area known as Plainfield. There's the water tower straight ahead. We'll get a shot of that in a second. There's the Plainfield water tower straight ahead. Right behind Red Line Collision and the aforementioned Dollar General. Let's see, what does Smokey say? The fire danger is low today. Well, with all the rain we have, you bet your bottom dollar it's low today.
And Slink the Worm says.
And Slink the Worm says, don't pick me.
Flooding is an issue. Flooding issue is high. And
don't pick me for bait. So on the outskirts of Plainfield, we have Plainfield Classics, which is a used cars. I don't see any used cars there, though. There's a Plainfield sign that's not turned on. Budget cuts. Not a very big downtown area. We'll get out and walk around. Hey folks, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you could do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, comment, share. They're all free to do. You can also become a member on this channel. You can become a member on Patreon by going to www.patreon.com/roadtripswithyogi, and you can help support the channel that way. Or you can become a member on this YouTube channel. Tiers start at $3 a month, and for literally the price of a king-size candy bar, you can help support this channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. So consider doing those things if you like what you see here. Okay, folks? Now back to the video. So we are in downtown Plainfield. Village offices here. Dental office right here. And there is the Plainfield Library. Very nice little library. They've got a little board out here. Ooh. The Wisconsin Guide to Mysterious Creatures. Chad Lewis. I've met Chad Lewis. Very nice. Chad Lewis is an author. He's authored a bunch of books on Wisconsin haunts and cryptozoology and stuff like that. So he'll be here on August 23rd. If anybody's interested in Wisconsin and wants to meet Chad Lewis, there's a neat little sculpture here. A couple kids reading books. Well, one's reading books, the other one's falling asleep. Reading a book must not be a very intriguing book. There's a little library. What titles we got in here? Lumberjanes instead of lumberjacks. I'm assuming that's a play on words. There you go. That logo. Show the logo. Plainfield Fire and Rescue. Very nice. And then they have a bell over here for the fallen. Remembering those who serve. It says, remembering those who serve in memory of Anton J. Tony Wolf, December 10th, 1929 to March 27, 2001, having served his community in many capacities. So thank you for your service, Tony, and for all of our firefighters, first responders, military. Thank you all for your service. I appreciate it. This is a cool old building here. This is called the old Opera House. So this is the side of it right here. I don't know if there's anything in here right now, but this is the old Opera House building. That's very neat. Opera House. I'm wondering if there was a building there at one point. There probably was. Trying to stay out of the way. It's a neat little downtown area. Plainfield, very nice. Right across the street here, that's the hardware store that Bernice Warden owned, and she was killed there by Ed Gein and then taken to the family farm. Starks and Loose Coffee Parlor and Bakehouse. Very beautiful building. It says Union Telephone Company. A couple of got a Mexican grocery store. There's the post office right there. Plainfield Post Office. Beautiful little planter right here. Looks good. Then we have a bar and grill, which is open already. Our Bar and Grill. Then Isaiah 58 Church. A couple buildings over there. You got a bank here, a pizzeria. This looks like an office building. You know what? We'll actually cross the street real quick. The county fair in Wautoma is coming up on the 14th through the 17th, which is this coming week. Oh, so it's a bowling alley right there. You got the Plainfield Bowl and Pizzeria right there. Plainfield is a Be Kind community. Right there. And you've got this little park area with a walk path and some benches. Very nice. Buy a brick. You can buy a brick here. There's a girl with her cat. I suppose you can take a walk back through here. Well, there's the Plainfield mural. Very nice. A little fountain in the middle here. I didn't see a name here for this little park or garden area. Has some benches to sit down, some seats, tables. Ooh, that's a pretty, these are pretty flowers. Very nice little town, Plainfield. You got a very nice little town. More beautiful little flowers. There's another statue. I don't know if there's a name on this or not. No, it's not named. Here's the Plainfield mural again. Got your plain, trucking, agriculture, big here. Potatoes in this area of Wisconsin. Union Telephone Company. That is weird that that still exists. We've got a family farm right here. Fresh produce are open. Flight Family Farm. We're outstanding in our field. Setting up for the day. And here's the back area of the hardware store, the former hardware store, where Ed Gein murdered Bernice Warden and dragged her out here, put her in a pickup truck, and headed out to the homestead. There's a mannequin right here. Look at that. What's that mannequin want? And that's where the old hardware store used to be. Back to the car. Doing some more driving around here. There's the Union Telephone Company building. There's another one. That's an old looking building from a bygone era. We are still in Plainfield, trying to find some cool houses. That's kind of a cool house right there on the corner. There's the Plainfield Methodist Church. Neat little old church building. They're having services currently. Nice little quiet area off the freeway.
People are living it.
Oh, there's the water tower and another little park. That is a very small park. This must be the industrial park-ish area of Plainfield, Wisconsin. A nice little area nonetheless, all things considered. You know, the stigma of having Ed Gein weighing over their shoulders constantly, I'm pretty sure people are not happy. They don't want to talk about it. They're just, you know, they want to move on. But unfortunately, it's part of history. It's something that happened here in Wisconsin. And, you know...
And the victims shouldn't be forgotten.
The victims shouldn't be forgotten. As gruesome as the crimes were, Chucky is exactly right. The victims should not be forgotten. This episode is not about Ed Gein, so... I mentioned him a little bit, and I'm going to do a separate episode on him. But as far as the whole Ed Gein fiasco that happened here in the 50s, yeah, it's just unfortunate that it happened here. But that's going to do it for this episode of Road Trips with Yogi. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Those are all free to do. If you'd like to support this channel, you can one of two ways. Go to patreon.com. Or you can become a YouTube member on this channel. Your monthly donations will help offset the costs related to this channel, folks, and I would greatly appreciate it if you could do that for me. Tiers start at $3 a month, and you get bonus episodes. And once I get more members, there'll be contests, giveaways, all that fun stuff. So something to look forward to. So consider signing up today and supporting this channel. And until the next episode, oh, you know what? We didn't talk about how much gas is in Plainfield, but we're going to, because we're coming up to Highway 51. Gas in Plainfield. This must be somewhat new because I don't remember this being here last time I drove through here, but I haven't driven through here in probably 15 years. So $2.89 for gas in Plainfield. That's going to do it, folks. Until the next episode, this is Yogi.
And Chuckles von Mecklenburg.
Take care of yourselves. Hey, they got an adult store. Let's turn that car around. No, I'm just kidding. Until the next episode, folks, take care of yourselves. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. And there's another gas station. $2.89 as well. Chucky and I are out of here. Literally, we're out of Plainfield, so we're out of here.